Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a flip through of my completed self-love album. So if you haven't checked out the processes, I have a few videos up already showing you the processes for basically everything that's in this album. But I did want to do a quick and easy little flip through just so you could see it all together at the end. So as you probably know, this idea was from Kellie from Kellie Stamps. I will link her below with the original post that she posted in February about 28 prompts for self-love. And I didn't do all 28, but I took a lot of ideas from her. And also, as I've said many times, a lot of inspiration from Dearly D as well when she started to document her self-love in a Life Crafted album. So here we go. So I have a little spine, little cuteness on the spine there to just let you know what album this is, and then we'll dive right in. So mainly what I tried to do throughout was do full page pictures. So if you ever see the full size, I just print them off on my just printer a little bit bigger than 4 by 8. So I do like 4.2 by 8.2 and they fit in here really nicely. So this is just a picture, an older picture, and I used my Carrie Bradford stamps to do a lot of stamping throughout this album. So here's the title page. I put the date March 2021. I always like to date everything, all my albums and things like that. For the first prompt, for me, I decided to kind of talk about my name and just my relationship with it. I love my unique name, but of course it does put you know, issues throughout childhood and things where people maybe couldn't pronounce it or things like that. But I thought that that was a fun way to kind of introduce the book. Second prompt was comfort. So, yeah, I just kind of went with the picture of me in my craft room. One thing I loved about these prompts was that you could even, I mean, I've thought maybe I would redo this album next year or something, even with a lot of the same prompts, because you could, for me, I mean, I could tell so many different stories about myself, or for comfort, there's so many different things that I could document. So I really love that about the prompts and just about self-love documentation in general. So, you could continue documenting even these same topics over and over and have different results every time. So for this one, this was music, and my favorite singer is Jenny Lewis, so I decided to I made like a little glassine bag, and I used, these tags are from Citrus Twist Kit, so this one I trimmed down a little bit, but I just did all my journaling, a few things I hand wrote, but a lot of it I typed out, and just put a little cute record player chipboard on the back, and then you just slip it right in. Hopefully it will be decently easy to slip in. I swear when you're on camera, oh my gosh, it's always a struggle. But you get the idea. Okay, and then for the next prompt, it was friends. So I have another cute little tag in the pocket of a couple pictures of me and my girlfriends. I don't know why that's not, there it is. Okay. So yeah, once again, you could definitely document all kinds of different things, I'm sure. Favorite food. I didn't even do any journaling because I've written about this exact meal so many times in my scrapbooking. But our favorite meal from Faux had to document it. For enjoy, I decided to do traveling. So once again, I have the large photo with the stamping, did a little bit of journaling over here. I love this page protector, and that's another thing that I just love about the Life Crafted albums in general, or just, I mean, any mini albums. I like to use different page protectors and some things in the pocket, outside the pocket, all of that. It just makes for a really fun interactive book. So I really enjoy that. So this one, they were kind of like maybe in stack photo sized or something. They're pretty small little squares. So I thought that that was cute. On the back, I talked about clothing. Had a good time using a little roller stamp over here and just kind of experimenting with that. If I ever like kind of not messed up, but if I ever like, this was my next prompt, but I wanted to do it on the large tag, so I had an open space here. I did it twice in this album. I just found a fun quote and added it right onto the, just a patterned paper just to fill in a little extra space. Here I used one of those large tags, and for the prompt fave, I talked about my puppy dog. So I just tried to kind of think about things like that, like where everything could fit in. So I knew there was a prompt for family. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to say my family's my fave. And there was a prompt for gratitude that I thought I would use for Will. And, so as you're going through, it was just, I knew I wasn't documenting my puppies yet. So I thought, well, I'll make them be fave. But as you know, there's just a million things that you could put for this topic. So I'm excited to just create this album all over again. So for this one, movies, this was really fun. I kind of did like all-time favorite movies. And I really enjoyed kind of going through, finding the movie posters, making the shaker pockets. It was a really fun prompt for me. And, you could always do this in so many different ways. You could do your favorite movies that you've seen this year, like current favorites, or you could talk about one particular movie and maybe do like a movie review or something like that. So the possibilities are truly endless. And then for this one, this was gratitude. So I just talked about Will. And on the back, we did personality. So like this one's completely outside of the page protector, and I just wrote different little things here about myself. On the back, it was style, so that was a fun one. And then over here, it was feature, so I did empathy, and I just kind of kept it with just a no picture, all journaling layout. Then for proud, I decided to do my YouTube journey, so I did my journaling over here, and then in the 3x4 pockets, I took a screenshot of both my Instagram and my YouTube and added that in. For happiest, I decided to do Disney. And now whenever I did the actual process, I might have told you, but I corrected this one. So see if I can kind of show you. In the process, this was one large fused rectangle, but I felt like it needed to be it needed to turn into two pockets. So off camera, I just sliced open the bottom and refused it, and I think it helped to just hold those sequins in place a little better. So that was really fun. And then on the back, I just have a picture of the castle. Oops, this isn't, sorry y'all, that's not even supposed to be there. Sometimes I'll throw those in. I have another one back there later I'll have to take out, but that's just for my videoing purposes. But so this one, I actually added off camera. And what I did was also Hiba from my little journal. She did a project, the Me, Myself, and I project in like January. And I had been following along with that as well. So whenever I was kind of considering changing up some of Kellie's prompts, I looked through Hiba's, and now the majority of them were very similar, but I love the idea of what's in my bag. I used to love to look at those like in magazines whenever I was growing up. Sometimes they would have like celebrities or people, and they would tell you what was in their bag, and I love that. So I just kind of dumped out my purse on my craft table and took like a overhead shot of it, and I really liked it. So that was just one day off camera. For the next ones, this is where I started to kind of change up some of the prompts and just kind of make them up as I went. So I just decided I wanted to do a currently list. So I did that here, added a few little Instax for fun. This prompt was treat, and I did add a couple little embellishments to that one. Then we had laugh, so I chose some memes and documented those. Then for family, we have the little tab that you pull, and then there's a large photo of my family and a little journaling here. On the other side, I just put another quote. And then I did TV. So this was another prompt that I just came up with since we had done music and movies. I thought I would do TV. And for this one, I did my current favorite TV shows. So once again, you could easily do all-time favorites, which would also be really fun to document. And on the back, one of Kellie's prompts was 3 things. So I did 3 things I'm currently loving. And then I also added this one off camera. So I just had taken these selfies one day, and they didn't really have a home. So I just thought that I would put them in here. So I used another one of the 3x4 pockets and put the the selfies in there and just kind of decorate it a little bit. And on the back, I have these printable cards from In a Creative Bubble. Here's another one of those white papers. I'm sorry, y'all. From In a Creative Bubble, and there's a lot of really cool ones on there that you can print off that are ready for podcast and TV shows, movies, stuff like that. So since I didn't really have anything to document, I just used one of the cute little podcast cards, and I did my top 5 podcasts at the moment. So I thought that would be fun since I'd done all of the kind of media stuff throughout here. Then for this one, I used another one of those large tags. There's a little doggy hair on there, I swear. You know, it's all over my stuff, y'all. I guess it just lives there because I can't even get it off. So anyway, one of Kellie's prompts was do less and do more. So I documented that, and I just added a little list at the bottom. And then I just decided to close it with a large photo here that I loved and end it with another large photo. So I've got to say that this was one of my favorite projects I've done in a while. I just really enjoy the Life Crafted albums from Citrus Twist. They're just a perfect size. I always really wanted to get into traveler's notebooks, but there's just something about them. Whenever I've tried, I just haven't really succeeded very well. But I love this because I do love the size, and this is basically a TN size. But the fact that you have a little binder and you can work outside of the book and then just add it in. And I love the different page protectors and how things can be inside and outside and all different sizes. And it's just really fun to put all together. So I don't know, this is definitely one of my favorites that I've done in a while. And I hope that you enjoyed following along, and I hope that you enjoyed this flip through. Sorry if it was a little scattered. I'm on my lunch break from work, and y'all know how work has been going for me. So, you know, one of those days, but I really wanted to get a video out tonight. So it is what it is, but I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, guys, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't, and I will be back at you very soon with another video. I hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.